What's going on? It's Alexander here, back with some more The Park.
Where are you?
Okay, so I think he's definitely...
Callum? Where'd you go? Come out, sweetie. Come back.
I didn't press the button to ride that. Uh-oh. What the fuck? That was new. There's somebody standing there. Please.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum. Oh, I remember this. Callum! Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but at the end of the season, when drugs, there aren't many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days sitting around gossiping. Most of that gossip is about Chad, I mean Steve, see? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic. They put the town drunk and the kid's mascot. You lock up your daughters and all that, but the more he wears the suit, the weirder Steve is getting. First, it was little things like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day, but then I saw him at Susie's Diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Complained discreetly to the park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. It seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. Apparently, Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in the gutter outside Cycle Station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. those shapes he makes on the ice, though. The ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. Couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye fucking me. Whatever he was doing, I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Hinman. Yep, knew that was going to happen.
Where are you?
This way.
Callum, come back here right now!
Over here.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Can't
Callum?
catch me.
Hello?
This way, Mommy.
Callum! Where did you go? Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Bumper cars.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Catch me, Mom.
Don't hide from me, Callum. Come back, Callum. Where are you?
Catch me.
No, please no. Stop, doctor! Stop it, please!
So we were
Callum, stay where you are.
This way.
shocked at a hospital.
Where did you go?
Follow the trail.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Mother Duck said quack, 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 quack.
Okay, what's going on over here? Accident report. Employee named Francis during the time and date of the accident. Blah blah blah. Job title department. Laborers working on the crane. Lawrence Creed. Michael Edgeworth. Accident during the transport of the bumper cars into the arena. One of the straps attaching the loader to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis. Directing the driver. Crushed by the weight of the cars. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you file an employer's portion of a workers' compensation form? Yes. Comment Dexter, the truck driver claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this accident? Instant double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screenings for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No. Employer or supervisor signatures, a legible signature. The local laborers are very superstitious, and this hasn't helped. Some of them are refusing to return to work. They'll have someone from a local church walk the park and exercise the spirit.
Where are you, Callum?
I ain't going that way. Damn it, I'm going that way.
Mommy is coming, Callum. Callum, where did you go? Mommy is coming, Callum! It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, "Yes, Sheriff."
Continually delayed by the incumbents of the village, the problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over all the other potential. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had an interesting book about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. He wrote will help me find a piece of the plans that I'm missing.
Callum? Callum! Stay where you are. Callum, where did you go?
We're definitely not following our kid anymore.
Tell Mommy where you are! So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
Inspection report. Close the park. Get back to connect. We're in the park, riding the rides and viewing the startling number of incidents suffered here in the park. It is the inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relation between Mr. Winter and Senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years and during construction. There is something wrong with the base level construction. We should close the park to fully investigate these flaws. We had a bunch of lists of fatalities in the park. The family of 3 killed when a roller coaster cart derailed. 14 separate instances of broken bones and crushed ribs while riding the Octotron. 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel. A child seriously injured on the escalator. 12 children reported missing in the House of Horrors since its destruction. 1 reported drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume of incidents means that it is me strongest recommendation that Atlantic Island Park be closed immediately. Signed, David Walseth. That ain't gonna matter. Alright!
Can't get on while it's moving.
Oh. I'm probably going to wind up getting a bad ending on this. I can just feel it. Oh, someone's going to appear in that seat right on the other side of us. And they're going to jump off. Calling it now. Alright, where's the weird?
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
Each time we get on these, that weird spirit appears.
Don't be afraid.
It sounds like this way is where we need to go.
Where are you? Callum!
World is definitely bringing us a certain way.
Please, Callum, tell me where you are! Callum? Tell Mommy where you are! What was that? A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping a piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
What the fuck?
Where are
Seriously?
you, Callum? Callum, where did you go? Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
We go up here.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before. Mommy is coming, Callum! Callum, where did you go?
Oh, this is a mistake, but alright, let's go. You're gonna be right in there, aren't you? Yes, you are.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
Poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Okay. I might have done the bad ending. I feel that's what this is going to be. Anyways, I'm in this here. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll continue hearing what this thing has to say in the next one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.